It is the Riot Podcast. Merry Christmas.
This is our special Christmas Eve show. We've got a lot of things that you don't get to hear on the podcast. Because normally it's just all Christmas music on RadioU, but you guys can't have music. There's no Christmas music.
Can't do it that way.
Not on the podcast.
Here's the good news that you can go ahead and spend some time on the Christmas channel, and that's all Christmas music.
So if you want to hear that, if you go to RadioU.com, we're the Riot on RadioU, or download the free RadioU app or the RadioU Roku channel, you'll find the Christmas channel there through tomorrow, and you can still check out our RadioU Christmas music after this podcast is done.
All right. Well, hey, you guys enjoy it. We hope you have a wonderful Christmas. I'll tell you that Worst of the Riot 2019 starts
Thursday,
the day after Christmas. So we hope you enjoy that as well. And we'll talk to you later.
We'll return when we're done looking back at this year.
It is the Riot.
Have a Merry Christmas.
Bye.
This is the Worst of the Riot. RadioU.
I will tell you, among my friends, I'm the only one working.
You're the only one.
None of them worked yesterday. None of them are working today.
What an honor, right?
Yeah, I mean,
what a privilege.
Well, the thing is, I try to explain to them, man, with my job, it's not even like working. You know, you're just hanging out.
Do you know all the candy we still have in the break room? Like, we're fine.
We're doing just fine. It's so fun. I'll say this. I don't know. You guys know, like, I buy movies all the time. I really should stop. Because let me give you an example. Last Christmas, I gave you my heart.
And the very next day,
you just threw it away.
The second you said that, I was like, there we go.
I know.
Well, can I ask one question, though, first? For video games, you used to always want to physically buy a game, but you buy digital.
It's all digital now.
It's all digital. So I think your movie stuff will eventually cross over to that.
Well, the difference between games and movies is that games, you get the same quality digitally, but with
movies
streaming, you do not. I think they could do some things about that, but they're not there yet, et cetera, et cetera. But I say this because I bought Home Alone and Home Alone 2 last Christmas.
On Blu-ray?
On Blu-ray.
Or 4K?
Didn't have 4K, but bought it on Blu-ray. Now, the pack was $5, and it came with a digital copy. And I was like, you know what? This is perfect. $5, both movies, whatever. Bought it, redeemed my digital copy.
You're good.
I've even loaned you. Last year, you borrowed it and watched it, which was great. But it's on Disney Plus now.
So now you don't even need it.
No. I mean, arguably, if I want to cancel Disney Plus, I got it.
Yeah, I think most streaming services have most of us covered to where it's not even worth buying anything anymore.
It's a little...
Unless you were really collecting 4K and you really needed to hear a full sound.
Yeah, I mean, I still enjoy buying my 4K Blu-rays and stuff until the next format comes out.
Can you imagine, though, if someday soon you won't even have that? Like on Black Friday, you love buying Blu-rays and stuff. What about one day in a few years when you don't do that anymore?
Well, I mean, I guess it'll be like the Steam holiday sale. Like, I look forward to that every year. I always ask people to buy me gift cards and all that kind of stuff. And this year, nope.
Nothing.
I mean, like, I'll tell you what, I think I'm going to buy Onimusha, and there's one other game. Can't remember what it was, but I put it on my wish list, and there's like just a couple of games that I was like, yeah, I'd like to try that. Okay, yeah, I might get that. But for the most part, all those games are free on a streaming service somewhere.
So at this point, what we're saying is we should be starting to save money soon. I haven't seen it yet, but we should start saving money.
You reinvest it into services.
Something else. I don't know. I think we should be saving it.
This is the Worst of the Riot on RadioU.
You've gotten this far. You haven't talked to me about opening any presents. Have you opened any presents yet this year?
I have opened one Christmas card from Eric's grandmother.
Okay.
But outside of that, I didn't know there was a gift in there. But outside of that, no, I haven't opened anything.
Okay.
I'm waiting. Isn't that good?
I didn't even know you were capable of that.
I know, right? In the past, I maybe was a little bit more aggressive with opening presents as they came in.
Nikki had a rule that, like, if somebody shipped it to your house, you could just have it.
You could open it. I mean, it was fair game at that point. But no, I've got a couple waiting. If not, the rest will just be traditionally like opening tomorrow. I don't even really do anything tonight. Some people do Christmas Eve.
You know what? I'll have with my quote unquote extended family, which is not very big. We'll all get together and I'll exchange gifts with like my uncle.
Mm-hmm. Well, I'm talking more like, Santa gifts, things that maybe.
Yeah, that kind of stuff will be tomorrow.
But family, if you're meeting with them, yeah, you can open stuff then.
So what do you think Santa's going to bring you tomorrow, Nikki?
I think mostly Santa understands the value of a gift card. That seems to be what people get me the most, and I have no problem with it.
So
I just don't.
Wait. So is Eric just going to get you gift cards?
No, he's got me a couple of things.
Okay.
I see them in the garage.
I feel like as a spouse, there's like this, no, you must provide present.
Oh, no. He's got a couple of things.
Okay.
But
right.
everybody else.
Did you ask for anything?
I did. I told him a few options.
Okay, like what? Let's hear.
Well, no, I don't want to tell you.
Why?
It's kitchen items, and you always make fun of me for that.
Why? Because you have a whole closet for nothing but smoothie items?
No, see, that's why I didn't want to talk about this.
I want to hear.
I need new pans, just 3 of them, just small little
3
everyday
new pans.
pans. That's it. The other ones are a mess, and that was mainly the thing I was asking for.
Okay, and?
That's it.
No, there's just more. See, this is where you give me a little bit, but you don't want me to know the rest. So I'm supposed to just take the little bit and act like that's all.
No.
But there's more. Yes.
No.
Yep.
He told me he found some surprises, but I don't know what those are.
Oh, you know what that means.
I know. What he would always do, and I would tell him stop it, especially when we were newly together, is he would always go to like Costco and just buy me things in the department that he would think I would like. So like he would go to kitchen and just buy a couple of things that I didn't really need or kind of ask for. So I told him, don't try to make a gift happen. You know, you don't have to do that. Because then if I didn't actually need it, I would just have to return it, and then I would feel bad.
What about, see, that's not what this is, Nikki. He's been buying you stuff at the auction.
The auction? No, he hasn't. I don't think he has.
He's got you like a foosball table that's mostly working.
I know. It's missing. We have an air hockey table. It's missing one part. It's like, find the one part, will you?
Yep.
Eric likes to buy, I don't know if every city has it, but our city has this auction site where you go and pay for like returned, or if a company had like a lot of items and then they needed to sell them a different way, they go to this place and you buy them, and he loves it.
Well, that's what you get.
And you're rolling the dice with that, though.
You're going to get some. You're going to get some kind of nice stuff.
You get some great stuff, but you need to check it out first if it's something terribly expensive, just to make sure before you bid on it.
Proper planning prevents poor performance. Clearly, the Riot didn't properly plan. This is the worst of the Riot on Radio U.
Let's talk about the Christmas channel this year. First off, you don't have a ton of time left. Second, a lot of people reached out. And you know what? I appreciate you guys reaching out. I appreciate your loving gestures. I appreciate your friendship. And a lot of frustration about the fact that a certain something didn't make it into a certain somewhere.
So the song that we're talking about is his favorite Christmas story from Capitol Lights.
To be clear, wait. That's the name of the song? Nikki was not using a pronoun for me.
No, it's not like
it's
yours.
It's not my favorite Christmas story. It's his favorite Christmas story.
So we always play it. Like, you can hear it on Radio U, but we did not include it in the Christmas channel this year because you don't like it. You either love it or you hate it. There's no in between with this song. And if there is, those people are not vocal. So they're not telling us. So it was not included this year. And I heard some thank yous and I heard some how dare yous.
Right.
And
yeah, totally.
Some people took it as we don't play it at all. When we do play it on Radio U, you can still request it
right
there.
Here.
Yeah, like we're going to play it now.
We're getting ready to play it right now. It's about a man who is a traveling salesman. He's got a woman in every town.
That's not it.
And he objectifies some young girl, doesn't even get her name, just remembers her dress and her lipstick. Hello. Then he lives an entire life knowing where she is, but unwilling to go and find her.
This is why I don't play this as much.
What? Because I've exposed the truth?
Because it's just a simple Christmas song, and you're just twisting it.
Yeah. Twisting it.
And it ruins it, and then I don't want anything to do with it.
It doesn't. What it does is it forces you to think through the narrative just a little bit.
No, we're not supposed to.
What?
The narrative.
The narrative.
We're not supposed to do that. You're supposed to just simply listen.
They could have had a lifetime of happiness, but this guy can't get back to Vermont?
Is it so
Delaware,
hard back then?
I mean, it's not Vermont, it's Delaware.
It was tougher times back then. Who knows?
He's a traveling salesman.
We don't know how that life went.
Go back through.
Anyway, so you
he
can
found
enjoy
him another little somebody.
You can enjoy the
but
song.
But at the end of his life, instead of remembering his wife and kids and the life he lived, the story he's telling is some girl he met, early on in his career?
So,
I'm sure his wife will be thrilled in heaven, like, oh.
Okay.
Well,
this is right here while it didn't make it to the Christmas channel.
Maybe we can find the girl in the red dress.
This is why, and I want you to just thank him if you're glad it's not in there, or you direct your anger at Obi, because that's 100% why it's not in there.
Well, I don't know why you guys have to be angry about it. We're talking about it.
We're
talking about your favorite, and to be clear, it's his favorite Christmas story. So I'm supposed to think through the story, the characters.
Just let people enjoy the song.
You're listening to the worst of the Riot, Radio U.
Man, I just got a text from a friend of mine that just hurts.
I think it's everybody's kind of greatest fear, the more people you have over to your house during the holidays. But this is not something you want to have happen.
He just backed into his mother-in-law's car.
Aww.
Said he was on the way to the Y to go work out. And he backed
didn't realize
into her
it was
car.
there.
Oh, my gosh.
Did he do a lot of damage? Or
you know what? That text just came in.
Well, ask him. Tell me we need to know more.
Yeah, I'll see what I can find out about it. You know what? Have you ever backed into anybody's car?
Backed into someone's car? No, I've had someone back into me, but not the other way.
On prom night, I backed into the girl I was taking to prom. I backed into her car.
Oops. But sometimes you bounce, there's not really a lot of damage, but.
No, this was an insurance claim kind of situation. Oh, yeah.
And I see that didn't last as the relationship.
It made for a real awkward night.
Aww.
Because it was like, I think I was more upset about it than she was. I was just very frustrated. I actually had a 4-day period where I had 2 car accidents and a speeding ticket.
Ooh.
And that was the third one. And so I can just tell you that by that point, I was like, I should not. I'm
be driving.
I'm a menace. I should not be on the road.
When really, it's just one of those times.
It was a real ugly string of bad luck.
Yeah.
Or the universe was against me, which I'm still not ruling that out. Like that still
Sometimes
seems
when you're younger, we're not
possible.
paying attention as much as we should be. I was with someone when they got 2 speeding tickets in a row. Back to back. Yep.
That's a bummer.
That means you didn't learn your lesson the first one. At least it was a different police officer, but still, the disappointment was felt.
Oh, it's real. We're talking about Eric, aren't we?
No, it's not him.
Oh, okay. Your mom?
No, not my mom.
Your dad?
No, not my dad.
Your brother?
No, not my brother.
Your friend?
Yeah, my friend.
Whoever that is?
Yeah.
Her friend?
Yeah, just a friend.
Okay. All right. What were we talking about? Oh, but yeah, he backed into her car. So what do you, okay. The worst part, you have to go in and tell them.
Yeah.
And then they have to act like it's okay.
When
you
really,
have to act like it's okay. It's not okay.
Everybody's annoying.
Yeah.
I mean, people are not annoying, but now the situation's annoying.
Oh, yeah. So, you know what? Let everybody tuck that away, that however your day goes, it could be going a little bit worse.
You could. Even though I think backing into someone you know is better than backing into someone you don't know.
I don't know.
I'd rather have
I
it
don't
be
know about that.
family than a stranger any day.
Oh, I got to think about that for a while, because I'm just telling you, I've backed into someone I know that could have ended up being family, but it didn't work out. And that was not good. Though, admittedly, it was one of those things.
Prom.
If we had overcome that, we probably would have gotten married. It's like if we could overcome me backing into her car, that would have lasted.
You can overcome anything.
It didn't work out.
Worst of the Riot. Radio U.
Nikki, you're going some air traveling.
I am. I leave on Thursday.
For the Christmases?
Yes.
Well, I mean, it's after Christmas, but for me, this whole thing's Christmas.
And I'm returning on the final day that this opportunity is being awarded to people. So fingers crossed.
This might be for you.
I would like a delayed flight. Not really.
All right, well, here we go. Burger King is making a special offer to all of you that are going to be engaging in air travel.
Through this Monday on the 30th.
So here's the deal. If your flight gets delayed.
At an airport. So, you
if it's not like
I don't know
you
how
delayed
you can
it by
lie this
9. So what you have to do is you got to download their app and you provide them with your flight information.
Through the app to order this deal.
And so if you do that and you get delayed, you get a free Impossible Burger. And I just want you to know that I think I would rather just go hand them $1 and get their double cheeseburger for $1.49 or whatever it is.
So I assume then it means there must be a Burger King at the airport, or do you get a code? You can use it
there, you know what?
When you're not, or do you get an email thing?
I think there's a Burger King
probably in most of them.
Because it used to be yep, there is one because whatever the last time was I flew out, our plane was delayed and I was really hungry. So I was like, I'm just going back through security. I'm going to the Burger King and I'll get whatever. So I went to the Burger King and stood there. 3 employees just standing around looking at their phones. Wouldn't even look at you? Would not look at me, would not acknowledge me. I'm standing there and it was just like, all right. You know what? This feels like Burger King.
Hey, that's where the Impossible Burger comes from.
It's impossible to get.
It is. It's impossible to get from the Burger King people.
Well, I'm just glad to see that they gave me the authentic Burger King experience, even inside the airport.
Even in the airport, you can get that.
Yeah, because that it felt like many neighborhood Burger Kings that I've visited.
So that's the deal. If you're flying now through Monday,
right,
your flight gets delayed. You go use the Burger King app. You can get a free Impossible Burger.
Mm-hmm. So. Best of luck with that.
I don't want that, so.
You don't want it?
I don't want to be delayed.
Oh, well,
I don't want that. It's not the trade-off is not worth it.
Yeah, I think that's fair.
You might be thinking that this won't be quite as bad the second time around. Well, you'd be greatly mistaken. This is the worst of the riot on Radio U.
And just a reminder, starting on Thursday, we will be off, and instead you'll be getting our Worst of Riot 2019 through the end of next week. That will kind of take a look back at some of our favorite moments of this year.
All right. Now, one of the things I asked for Christmas this year, underwear.
You needed underwear?
Yeah. I was just like, you know what? Might as well embrace it. Just like...
How practical of you. Very functional and practical.
And I mean, like, I'm real specific. Like, I really like these socks I get at Costco. So I was like, no, I just want those socks. But you know what? Like, here's an Amazon link. Fine. Just give me some underwear, whatever. It's fine. That way. And here's the thing. Okay. I don't know if anybody else experiences this, but for me, underwear is the... what's the word I want? Like... It's the regulator. It's the regulator because what it does is it determines when I have to do laundry.
Oh.
So I'm just telling you that, like, let's say, for example, my mom buys me a 5-pack. Or what if she buys me 2 5-packs? What she has just done is she has just extended my laundry timeline by 10 days.
Because you have way more T-shirts. Like those you have for days, so you're fine to go an extra 10 days.
Yeah?
Yeah,
no problem.
It's just the other.
I mean, we're not even to the reserves at that point. So that's not a problem at all.
That's what your mom's there for. That's a stocking item right there.
It seems reasonable.
I think it's fine.
Like, come on, just like you bought me my first underwear, buy me some now.
Because I don't want to do any laundry.
And again, a lot of people, I think there's a time in life, like you get them when you're a kid, you don't want them, and then your mom's still buying them for you, you're like, you don't want them. And now I'm to the point where I'm like, yeah, extend the timeline. Push off laundry a little bit farther.
Please buy me these.
And I'm not going to name any names, but I want you to know that I know someone who, what they did, and I don't even know for how long they did this, but I know it was more than a month. Rather than doing laundry, they just kept buying underwear.
I've known people like that too.
I'll just tell you, I'm too cheap for that. But also,
give you at least another 5 to 10 days. That's fine.
Yeah. But I mean, like, I'm not just going to keep at it. You gotta have some balance somewhere.
Sure.
Yeah. All right. Well, sorry for putting the image of me in my underwear in everybody's mind. But man, I do look good.
Wait, everybody, take your head.
I do look good.
If you missed out on the next riot moment when it originally aired, you don't know how lucky you are. This is the worst of the riot on Radio U.
If you've got a game that you're buying for yourself.
The Red Box sales going on.
The Red Box, yeah. Like if you've got a game you're buying for yourself this Christmas, I want to know what it is because I will probably get a gift card after Christmas and I will probably get myself 1 or 2
lucky games.
Like inexpensive, nice but not too nice games for myself to do some playing with. And so I'd like to know.
So text it in real quick.
Yeah, just go ahead and text it. 877-2-RADIO-U. The one that I keep looking at is there's a remake of a PlayStation 2 game from way back in the day called Onimusha, which I would like to play. And then there's also I've been really curious about Monster Hunter.
Everybody always likes it when you used to mention it, but you never played it.
People are way into it. I played it very briefly, but I didn't really get into it. And I've thought, I've been seeing it on sale for like $15 or $20. I thought, everyone likes that so much. Maybe this is a good time to, just grab it on the cheap,
back into it.
Check it out, spend some time with it. But the other side of that is that I have plenty to play. So
don't look at that. This is about Christmas.
Not supposed to look at that?
Okay. If you find something new for Christmas, 1 or 2 is not going to break the Christmas bank.
That's fair. That's fair. I picked up Modern Warfare on the cheap for the Xbox from the Redbox sale. But other than that, I haven't done any purchasing there.
Worst of the Riot on Radio U.
Tonight's the night. Tomorrow's the day. And then the cold, bleak winter.
No, you still have New Year's. And then when everybody decides to make some positive life changes, that's when it gets bleak.
That's when you're kind of onto that, actually.
'Tis the season, right, for all of it.
It totally is. Have you thought about New Year's resolutions?
No, I just probably still less bread. That seems to be the main thing.
Yeah. How's that working out for you?
I take a bit of a breather during the Christmas season.
So you've had some breads?
We've had some cookies. We've had some dessert items. And then I've got vacation, and the hotel has a really good buffet. So I am then letting myself get re-energized right after New Year. So we'll be back and ready and back to working out in the morning. We'll be all good to go.
Oh, my gosh. We're going to come in here that morning just like so mad at the world.
Super jazzed. No, I was thinking I'd come in with some sort of like juice, like a celery juice or something.
And some bone broth?
And some bone broth, and we're right back on track.
Oh, my gosh. That sounds so exciting.
Do you want me to bring you some? I have extras. Come on.
You know what? I couldn't take away from you.
Right? You couldn't. Do you want to steal from my bone broth or the celery juice?
I just couldn't do that, Nikki.
You wouldn't feel right?
No, it doesn't feel right at all. It just doesn't feel right.
I'm looking forward to, these have been very busy like holidays, so it will be nice once that kind of slows down.
Yeah, I won't even, if I have free time, what do you do with that exactly?
What are we going to do in January?
Oh, hopefully nothing.
That sounds nice.
Sounds fantastic.
If I have to trade bone broth and celery juice to have some nothing, then I'm great.
Yeah, but
I'll
you know
do
what?
that.
Hey, Nikki, you can have it all.
I can have it all.
You can have cookies and free time if you want it.
So, yeah, that's the plan.
All right. As you can see, I'm going to need to get rested up in order to help people with their New Year's resolutions because I'm not...
You're not going to do any on your own?
I'm not currently on board here, guys.
This is the worst of the Riot on Radio U.
Roseville Elementary School. And I'm trying to find where is this located? Roseville Elementary School. According to this article that I'm looking at right now, Roseville Elementary School has had 6 people that have stuck their tongue
to the pole?
Aww. Yeah.
Yeah, but all you have to do is just pour water on it. 6
kids at one elementary school. No, I don't think so.
Yeah, if you pour warm water, says...
See, you don't know.
Look it up. What else do you think they do?
You look it up.
I don't want to.
Why not?
I don't want to look it up.
Why are you bossing me around?
Well, I think you need to look it up if you are thinking it's not right.
You know what? I'm wondering if it's enough because in the movie they have to bring in...
but I think that's because they didn't have the internet probably back then. So they didn't know how to do that.
Oh, gosh. So the guy, one of the EMS guys that came out to help said that, he tried it when he was a kid and ripped all the skin off his tongue.
Off the tongue.
At Christmas.
Yeah, you can't enjoy that
There's all that yummy food and, you're screwed.
You did that.
All right, Nikki, I'll tell you that Mike, Deputy Chief of Special Operations for the Hennepin EMS, says warm water.
Yeah.
You just pour warm water on it.
If you're stuck to a freezing pole, even just normal, bottled water would be warm enough.
Probably warm enough.
Yeah, warm enough to take care of it. So don't panic. Go get some water, pour it over it. You're fine.
You can't go get water.
Someone with you.
Okay.
There's obviously a group of people. This is spreading at that school. Because who at that age has seen the movie? I mean, I still haven't even.
It's still, you know what? I feel like it's still probably on enough streaming outlets that somebody somewhere is watching it. Plus, let's remember, people were doing this stupid thing before it showed up in that movie. That's right. The movie just popularized the idea.
Were they really?
Made it more mainstream. But yeah, I can assure you, that's not the first time somebody was like, we should stick our tongue to this pole.
Now, don't mind this. I don't want this to be a gender thing, but I feel like when I was that age, I wouldn't have never even thought to stick my tongue to a pole.
Well, you know what?
Is that something you were questioning?
We can make it a gender thing because I can tell you right now.
Were you totally like, is it going to work?
Boys are stupid.
Okay.
Like, you can't even, think of, if you're a girl right now, think of the dumbest thing you can think of, and we're so far past that, you don't even know. You do not even know.
Because are all 6 of them boys?
Oh, yeah.
Yeah, okay.
I mean, you know what? Actually, I don't know that. They just say it's 6 students.
Sure.
So I don't know if girls were involved, but I can tell you this. I feel confident that they're not.
Yeah, but
I mean, maybe not.
Hopefully we were around, and that's where we come in to help find the water bottle to then get your tongue unstuck.
Yeah. Well, it's tough out there, Nikki.
It is. Tough to be, what age were they?
Elementary school.
Tough to be an elementary school student.
Yeah. So 6 kids at the same school. You would think after one kid got their tongue stuck to the pole, they would stop.
Well, everybody probably thought they would be different.
Yeah. And don't we always think that? Mm-hmm. We're going to be the one that does things differently, and then we realize, oh, crap, we're like everybody else.
This is the worst of the riot. RadioU.
I always feel like we're ice skating with this one. Just twirling around.
Do you think ice skating, is that a green Christmas initiative?
Is the ice melting?
Further CO2 emissions?
I don't think I should get on the ice.
I mean, we'll be exhaling more. That means more carbon dioxide.
I don't want to hurt anything, so probably not.
So, Nikki, I've got a list here of a bunch of people that came together to figure out, like, hey, how do we have a green Christmas?
What should we do? Well, let's hear the list.
Well, how about this one? Reuse wrapping paper.
Good idea. Mm-hmm. Never thought to do that. What if it's crinkly?
Well, you know what? I
reuse bags.
That's the price we all pay.
And make it chic or something.
Yeah. Have you ever thought about renting your Christmas tree?
I've heard people do that. And then well, it's not what you think it is. You rent your Christmas tree from the tree farm, then you take it back after Christmas, and it stays planted. So your Christmas tree comes planted in a... What's at the bottom?
Right. Okay. Like,
like that.
The bulb or the roots or whatever.
It lives in that throughout the entire year. Your tree gets taken to your house, but still in its little case, and then it goes back and it spends the rest of the year at the tree farm. Now, so it's not like it's ripping it out, like if you get another artificial tree.
Everybody's going to get mad at me, but I have to ask a question. How much does that cost?
Probably way more. And you don't even get to keep it.
To bring an expert out to your house to be sure that the tree is given.
They just deliver it. And it's cute because you can put your name on the tree and that stays there. You can see it anytime you want.
I missed the tree, Mom. Can we go see it? Well, it's up at a farm where it can stay planted and play.
That's targeted at me. Okay, that's who their target person is.
What, the rent-a-tree?
Yeah, because I'd be like, of course I want to go see my Christmas tree in the summer. Of course I do.
Hey, tree, I really miss you.
Yeah, go and just, show some love.
Here's some pictures of me and Eric. Eric wishes he could be here too,
but he couldn't come today.
He couldn't do it today, but I think he's going to come up next week and bring you something nice.
So Rent-A-Tree is like that. It's not like you're just renting the tree, but it still dies at the end of the Christmas time.
So this says, have a vegan Christmas dinner. This is our ways to be green.
So no meat?
Wouldn't it make more sense to, if I think about this for just a minute, isn't it greener for me to kill an animal and eat it? Because aren't those cow farts part of what's causing global warming?
That is contested. The meat, no meat sort of thing. Earth, good for bad.
Yeah.
There's documentaries on pro and against. So
okay. All right.
We'll just lead you that.
So use olive oil, not goose fat in your cooking?
Well, of course. I don't even need to be told that.
Hey, I'm not cooking with goose fat.
Where is this coming from? Is this list Canadian? Who uses goose fat?
Who does use goose fat? I don't know.
Is that even at our stores?
I don't know. And here's the other one.
Well, check on that because we're not doing that.
Instead of buying your Christmas clothes, rent Christmas clothes.
Oh, like if you're doing a fancy dress.
I guess.
Yeah, we're not doing that.
No. Yeah, just to be clear.
Hey, that's the people who have the goose oil.
Listen, you go to the store, you
And
get some
wrenching
olive
trees.
oil instead of the goose, and then you
Don't
get...
rent your party dress.
No problem.
Was there any others on the list? I don't know how practical this was for us.
Nikki, I just feel like you're not willing.
Am I willing to
put
try?
the extra effort in. Yeah, for the earth.
Well, I would think there'd be other things we could do.
That's all I got for you.
That's the list.
That's the list.
All right,
So,
have a
very pretentious Christmas.
That's kind of what that seems like.
No big deal.
But you don't have to be pretentious if you do some of those things. You can do it with a smile and a
humble heart,
and just willing to try to do a few things to help.
Well, you know what? Merry Christmas Eve, and you do you.
Isn't that nice?
This is the worst of the riot on Radio U.
So how do you feel about visiting family over the next couple days? Some of us wish we had family to visit.
We'll let you calm down, and then we'll keep talking. It upsets some people.
Some people it does.
Yes.
Some people I know are very excited to see family.
Sure.
Others wish they had family to visit. Others wish they didn't have family to visit.
Others wished others could visit their family instead.
It's complicated.
It's the holidays.
It's complicated. But one of the things that I love about Christmas is that if you really dig in, Christmas is supposed to be a reminder to us that God wants to be your family. No, seriously, Jesus wants you to be part of his family. And it's funny, your family you can't pick, but this is a family that you do get to pick.
And it's not going to act like the family that maybe you are not wanting to spend time with there.
It's true, actually. I will tell you that if you'd be willing to spend some time with Jesus and do things his way, he continues to teach me how to live in a way that is better. It's not always the easiest thing. God is not just like, do what you want. God's really trying to show you a better way to do things. And I'll have to say, I've been very appreciative of being a part of his family and learning from God how to do life. And so whether you get to see your family all the time or maybe not at all, or you wish you weren't, like whatever it is, I want you to think about the fact that God right now is inviting you to be part of his family. And if you don't have a relationship with him, it's actually very simple. You just say, Jesus, I want that. I want you in my life. I want you to fill me with your spirit. I want to have a relationship with you, and I want to be part of your family. And that's one family that you don't even have to go visit because God's going to be with you all the time, no matter what. So please have a very Merry Christmas.
Cut everybody some slack.
Cut each other some slack.
Show some love.
And I'll even say this, like if you find yourself freaking out, just go to the bathroom, lock the door, and just be like, all right, God, I need some help right now.
Just text us real quick. It's like we're here.
And you know what? God will absolutely be with you no matter what. The ongoing concept, Jingle Bell Rock. Merry Christmas Eve. It's the Riot.